So I'm gonna pour on wine bottles. I'm making tiki torches. And so I have a dowel in between the two. And what I like to do, and I don't have it on here on this one, is sometimes when I'm just doing one, I put it on in this so that I can have it to balance. And now actually the paint is kind of glued in there. So I'm going to just take this. So I use this Loctite sticky, and put it on just a tiny piece. You don't need much, but it acts as a sealant, so you can, a sticky. So basically you just warm it up. I've got two because I'm going to do top and bottom on this one, but the other ones usually I just do one. So you can stick it on there, and then when you stick it in here, to keep it straight, you can actually make it stick straight to the bottom. Just kind of press down. Now I have this here, it's one I didn't like, I wanted to redo, but I don't, actually that's been sitting on there a couple of days, so I may have ruined it. I'm going to spray some water on that. That might fix that. Anyway, I've got another one under it for support. But I don't know if I'm actually going to leave this on here because I've got to figure out, once I'm done without having to touch them, how I'm going to pick them up and move them so that I can finish the painting. And so I may not leave it on there. I may just let it go straight down. So now this one doesn't go all the way to the top, but just having the bottom one straight helps. So yeah, so I'm going to pour on these, and what I do, I use them as for tiki torches. And so, and online you can buy the kit on Amazon or whatever. You can buy the kits for tiki torches. I'm going to do, I don't need 3. I'm just going to do a clean pour, I'm sorry. Now this probably has lumps in it because it's been here a while. So, and these are already pre-mixed. I don't have any silicone in them, but I had already mixed them. And I'm just gonna, I can't even tell you what colors they are. Just, this is like a turquoise. So I'm just gonna spray some of that in there. And this one's a pearlescent. And then some purple. Spray that in there. That one's a pearlescent. And then some green, some kind of peacock colors. Yeah, I will find the bottom, and when I post this, I have the bottles, and then some blue, and then a little bit more white. Yeah, I like these peacock colors. I've been wanting to kind of do a peacock pour, so this is good. The blue and the green aren't pearlescent. The turquoise and the purple are. So just kind of layer my colors up. This one I know I got at Walmart. Let me see. These two colors, the two blues I got at Walmart. I believe they're Waverly. This one's called Grass. So this one's Waverly Grass. And then the blue is, it doesn't look the same in the bottle. No, that's the fern. I didn't use the fern. I used the, I believe this one's the agave. Nope. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Oh, no. This one is the ocean. So those, the ones that aren't pearl are those colors. Let me see, what did I do? Oh, blue. I need another blue. And with these, I'm not going to worry about lumps too much because they're running straight down. So the gravity of the lumps will carry it down. So I'm not real worried about those. And just layer. I should do another white, huh? The white's in the cup, gonna drop to the bottom because white is heavier than the other colors. So the white just kind of drops down. Now, I'll take a stick and just kind of stir it a little bit. I don't want to add silicone to this because I don't really want cells. So yeah, see, I'm not going to stir it a lot. Let me see if you can see in there. See, it's real pretty. Now, because the bottom, you don't want the bottom, so I literally, and this is my first time doing a double pour, so I'm really anxious to see how this turns out. So you and I are experimenting together. So here goes. And a little bit's going to get inside. That's okay. Especially when you're shaking like I do. Oh, these colors are so pretty. And I'll probably have to mix some more because it doesn't look like it's going to go. Oh no, and just so you can see, they're already white because I spray painted a primer on them to kind of, because I noticed on my other ones that I did, without the primer, the paint tends to thin out too much. And the color, the vibrancy of the paint doesn't stay. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to mix some more, but that's okay because it's not covering. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm really excited about this. I hope it stays this pretty. Wow. Yeah, really pretty. Okay, so let's throw some more because we obviously didn't get enough. And then what's going to happen is what's falling to the bottom is landing on the thing, and I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to move these bottles so that I don't damage the bottles. Yeah, there was a big chunk that just went in there. But like I said, because of the gravity, I'm not real worried about the chunks because they will just fall all the way down. Now, on the canvas, I'll have to watch for them and make sure that I get them all off. Let's do one more round. So my cup's about half full, I guess. And these are old yogurt cups. I always try to recycle my yogurt cups. And I eat a lot of yogurt, so therefore I have a lot of yogurt cups. Okay. Let's see what we got here. And it's okay to use your finger to guide it down because you kind of want it a little wet for the paint to get the idea of where it's supposed to go, because you can see it just kind of hangs up a little bit. So if you use your finger and kind of say, okay, I need you to go here, and the paint will get the idea, okay, I need to follow this path and stop going around it. Wow, this is pretty. Oh, I'm super excited about this. Now for those of you, most of you are following me because I thrift. I'm, being a thrifter and a reseller, but I also paint. Now you're seeing that I do, it's called acrylic pouring, for those of you who don't know what this is. And it's anybody can do it. It's so much, it's literally, it just takes your brain just goes into this soothing, it just feels so good to be able to do something and have something turn out so pretty. All my paintings are on the ground or outside. So, I was going to show you my stack. And I do sell these too, but I don't actually sell them online. I just pretty much word of mouth when I sell my paintings. And now these bottles, these tiki torches, sell for, with everything included except for the oil that you can get at Home Depot to add to it. The kits that I have, and I'll show you pictures, the kits that I have are ones that you can either do tabletop, and you put your mosquito repellent oil in it, or I have ones that you can actually attach to the fence. The ones that you put tabletop are $50, and the ones that you can attach to the fence are $75. And yes, when my paint dries, I will actually, I take this, we call it skins, because it peels off this plastic very easily, and I make jewelry out of that. And no, I don't sell that, I just do that for fun. I thought about selling it, but I just don't feel like it's, yeah, I sell too much already. So I don't sell. Look how pretty that is. And when I'm done, I'll kind of walk you around it so you can see it. But I'm trying to get that to follow the flow. Follow the flow, get it all wet. And this just is just so much. I mean, you can see how pretty it is even on the canvas. And then when I'm done, I will try to move these off so you can see what I do on the paint on the canvases too. Because if I'm not pouring these on the bottles, I pour them on just the canvases, and then I move it around, trying to get this. It's really not working over here. It's like, no, I don't want to follow the path. Quit trying to make me. And this, yeah, you can see here, it's not wanting to follow the path here, but you know, it's like you're trying to force me to do something I don't want. And this is a lot of paint. It does not go to waste. Just so you guys know, like I said, I do use it on my canvases, and then when it dries, I peel it off the plastic, and I, come on, be nice, and then I will make jewelry out of it, so it does not go to waste, if you're worried about the paint going to waste. And maybe one day I'll show you the jewelry I make. Like I said, I don't really sell it. I do have a lot of it, but I don't really sell it. If my friends usually will go, oh, make me something in this color, or make me something in that color. I'm like, okay, I do that. So that's usually how I end up. And then I'll put that on that upside down to let it finish dripping. I think I've got it all. I see a couple of places that the white's showing through. But as it sits here and drips, it'll continue to run down and cover those places that didn't cover. And if not, it's white, so it doesn't show that badly. Like here I have just a really thin little strip that like literally looks like a hair, just didn't quite want to go down. Okay. Now I'm going to try to figure out how to move this so that I can finish. And I'll show you what I use this for. That's a torch. So let me see how I can do this. I'm sure I have something that can help me pick this up without dropping it. Because man, that turned out pretty. I'm just super pleased. No, that's not going to work. I need flat. Like a flat piece of wood or cardboard or something that I can just slide right under there. And I'm not seeing anything. You can see all my supplies here. I wonder if I And my supplies hit the floor a lot. If I can tilt this like that, it gets slippery. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just try to do it. Yeah, see, I was afraid I was going to put my fingers on it like I just did, but I'll fix that. Okay, I'll fix that. And this is how I'll do that. So you saw that I put my fingers on it. Oh my, you can't even tell that I put my fingers on it, but just in case, I'll take some of the extra off of the canvas. And you can see it's running right here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, no, you can't even tell I touched it. So that works. Good. So now what I'm going to do is, you can see now I have a pile of paint on my canvas. And so I'm literally going to just take that and start just scooching it around. Scooch, 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 scooch. And I do have a thing that I set it on. And look, I don't know, for those of you who have a Keurig, these are literally Keurig cups. So yes, I try to reuse everything so that I can, you know, I don't want it to go to the landfill. So I try to reuse everything. Now I don't need that piece anymore. So this will be underneath here for the overflow and the drip, and that way it doesn't stick to the and then, like, when it gets to the corners, and I want it to run off the corners but not too much, and you can see how those colors are just, and if I don't feel like I have enough, I'll squirt some more colors on there. Like, I may want some more purple on there, maybe some blue. Yeah, I'm liking these colors a lot. Okay, and now I will scooch it back this direction and get this corner, and then I make sure all the edges are covered. There we go. Now I can see where some of my clumps are standing out, so I will literally just take that, and yeah, that one, a big white clump there. And I may actually go ahead and get those off, and then I think there's another one there, and there's another one there. Most of the time I will filter, but because I was doing it on the bottles and I knew it would run off, I didn't really do too much filtering on it. So I'm going to add to this because I did drag the thing through it to get the clumps out. I think I may have a couple more clumps here. So I'm going to add to this. So basically all I'm going to do is just drop. This is called a clean pour here. Drop right in the center, literally, of the other colors. Drop. Drop. A little bit of white. Hopefully there's no clumps. Okay. And then the white's going to sink to the bottom. You can watch it. It'll actually just start disappearing. I'll do a little bit of white over here because the white is actually, believe it or not, heavier, more dense than the other colors. Okay, now what I'm going to use this for, this torch, the paint will actually get air bubbles in it. So, okay. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There it goes. Okay. It's been a while since I've used my torch, so it's not really wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, why are we not working? Huh. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out why my torch isn't working. It's been a while since I've used it, so I may have dropped it and broke it, actually. Okay, anyway. All right, well, I can't do anything about that now because I don't want you guys to sit here forever. So, and I'll just take this and just kind of swirl it around a little bit, swirl that around a little bit. And then I will run, kind of tilt it towards you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yes, this stuff does stick sometimes. Run it around because I just want some colors in there. And you can see how the paint is now stretching. And I'm just going to stretch that out. And then when, like I said, when this dries, I'll take the skins and put them in some cabochons and some trays and make jewelry out of them. And I'll turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, you have to be real patient with this, and I have this at a bad angle, so I'm gonna because the paint is not thick, but it's not watery thin. You don't want watery thin either, because then you'll be able to see the canvases, and you don't want to be able to see the canvases. So now I should have actually run white paint, let it dry before I covered over that dark paint. Let's see if I can encourage this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so see, can't really see, but again, I'll show you when I'm all done. Just kind of stretching it out now. Try to figure out why I can't get my, now this is not, there's some people make a lot of cells. I didn't make cells on this one. But okay, so that is, I'm going to take my gloves off so I can pick up my phone. That is how I make painting. And then I'm going to bring you over here and show you that. And that'll continue to move around and continue to dry. And then this is the bottles. Not too close. There we go. And those colors will continue to stretch and continue to dry. But yeah, so this is really pretty. I'm trying to get an angle where you can see it, but yet I'm not too close. There we go. You can see it running off. And then this is plastic. It's just a shower curtain. It'll dry and it peels off really great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my other hobby. And if you want to see more, let me know.